They do. Let's talk about Keir Starmer's flagship migrant deal. It's been branded a total farce by the opposition after the Home Secretary admitted that Labor has taken in more migrants from France than it has deported. It's been revealed that 350 asylum seekers have arrived under the one in, one out scheme, while just 281 have actually been removed in its first 6 months. So on average, it's only an average of 11 deportations a week since this scheme began in August last year. I mean, what a joke.
Yeah, as you said, it is a farce. My question is, since 2024, there have been almost 100,000 arrivals by small boats on British shores, and they've been given a free pass by the government, accommodation, food, phones, you got the works. And the question is, what is being done about the 100,000 people that are already there? Yeah, okay, there's a few hundred here going back, a couple of hundred going back. It's a drop in the bucket to the problem that the UK is going through.
And now Keir Starmer is in China. He's in Beijing and he's there with his team. They will have burner phones and burner laptops. This is in an effort to stop being spied on during their trip. And this trip follows the approval of a new Chinese embassy in London. And Keir Starmer is under pressure from back home to raise several difficult subjects with Xi Jinping, including China's espionage activity. What are your thoughts around this trip and burner phones?
Oh, well, it just goes to show that the folly in so many of these Western governments, including Keir Starmer, chasing the golden goose of China, the big China dollars. And the big picture for Australia is, there is a Commonwealth of Nations. There are a community of nations in the world which account for almost $10 trillion in combined GDP, which have historical ties with the United Kingdom, which have deep friendship and cultural ties with the United Kingdom, which he could be pursuing trade with. And what he'll find is that it's much easier to engage in trade with a friend than it is to engage in trade with countries that they themselves acknowledge are high risk, to the point that they're not using their own devices. They're using burner phones. It's absurd.
I'm going to talk to you about Spain. Spain has begun legalising 500,000 undocumented migrants in a move the government says will blunt the rise of the far right. So to qualify, migrants must prove that they were living in Spain for at least 5 months before December 31, 2025 and show that they have no criminal record, and then successful applicants will be granted 1-year residence permits with the options to renew. The People's Party leader has warned that this regularisation will actually increase the pull effect and, of course, overwhelm public services. Do you agree with that?
Oh, undoubtedly. I mean, if you want a better example of the kind of elitist, out-of-touch, technocratic leadership that is so common in European countries, just look at Spain right now. The idea that arbitrarily changing the legal status of 500,000 migrants will somehow solve the problem is absurd. Of course, it will. This just effectively adds to the incentive structure, which is bringing people in. So this is... And I just have to take issue with this idea that they're doing this to blunt the rise of the far right. No, that is completely dishonest and disingenuous. This is not a far right concern. Mainstream people are concerned when their borders are not controlled. They're concerned if 500,000 people or however many people are in the country and who are not meant to be there.
Yeah.
So this is a mainstream concern, and I just find it so telling that the Spanish government would come out with this approach, essentially antagonising the mainstream concerns of the people rather than trying to do something which will actually represent their concerns.